forget was the rallying cry after the attack on Pearl Harbor 74 years ago. Since that time, there have been a number of memorials built to remember the men who died. Now a retired Navy Master Chief is sounding the alarm over a memorial that seems to have been forgotten by many.
Thousands of visitors stop by the Arizona Memorial every day to pay their respects to the men who died that fateful day in December of 1941. Many of those sailors are still entombed in the ship. On the other side of Ford Island, you'll find another sunken battleship that is also the final resting place for dozens of sailors. But here, the memorial receives very few visitors.
It's a forgotten ship. Nobody knows about it. They hear about it, but they forget about it right away because it's not open to the public.
Since 2008, National Park Service has been in charge of this memorial. While it has made some improvements to the site with a wheelchair ramp and historic information, what's been done to allow more access?
It is a question that we are challenged by, but we're also looking at a variety of ways that we can get people out there. After all, that is written into the presidential proclamation of 2008 by President Bush to somehow find a way to get people out to see that memorial. McKenna Emery made a special trip to the Utah Memorial because her wife's grandfather was not able to visit it when he was here.
They always go to the Arizona Memorial, but he's unable to get to the Utah because they check ID and everything like that. So he asked her to come out and check the Utah Memorial out, so we're doing that for him.
McKenna is a Navy reservist, and right now, military access is the only way to see this site. Unlike the Oklahoma Memorial or even the Mighty Mo, where visitors are brought over, there are no tours to the Utah. A lack of access is just one of the problems with the memorial that was built in 1972. Another is its upkeep. According to Jim, maintenance on the land around the memorial was recently done, but that was done by the Navy, not the national parks. In fact, Jim says maintenance for the memorial itself, as well as the land, is severely lacking.
If you look at it, you see paint chipping all over the place, old paint, rust, brass plates that are terrible looking, and nobody's doing anything about it.
On this day, the American flag flies proudly in the breeze, but these pictures from last week shows a tattered and torn flag flying over those who gave the ultimate sacrifice.
We agree that we would like to have better service out there, but we are doing the best we can with the resources we have.
On Ford Island, Paul Drews, KITV4 News.
Martinez says it'll be a while before civilians will be able to access the Utah Memorial. The Park Service still needs to determine the best way to bring people to the site and also what type of education would be best for that visitor experience.